Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. This is Chope. This is all about eating food and reserving tables in Singapore. They love to eat food there and they love to reserve tables using tissues. That's kind of represented by, well, there's an image over here using tissues to basically say that. So unlike Germans using towels on I guess sun lounges, which I have spoken to people about. This is by Jolly Thinkers. I Daryl Chow. Check out my other Singaporean food stuff such as wok and roll on the channel. This is also by Origame, as I said, by Jolly Thinkers 2. And Chope, I think, is that meaning whereby you are looking to reserve food, you're trying to get tables, you're trying to get food too. It's a quick push luck game, 15 minutes to play. I would say it's slightly longer than that. People would definitely have fun playing this, and the Dutch in particular liked it very much. As I mentioned, you've got main food going on here, main food being represented by having these large trays. You're trying to reserve those trays. These are those tissues. You can actually buy these packs of tissues for €3 each. And I do recommend sleeving this game because these cards can get mashed, and there are the tables you're looking to reserve. And the aim of the game is to basically have the most tables and the most amounts of food at the end of the game to win. Any tables without food on it, you're going to lose points. You're going to get -1 points as well. And you can get side dishes. So once you have got a table and once you have got yourself a main dish, that's what basically food on a tray, you can get yourself some extra points, an extra point per card, represented by side dish, one side dish per main meal per table. So here's the various cards you can play as. You can play yellow, you can play as red, you can play lavender, you can play green, you can play as blue, and you can play dark blue. I thought this was a 3 to 6, 5 player game, but it looks as if you can actually play with more. It is 3 to 6. Okay, maybe a different version I played. 8 to 6 plus, 15 to 20 minutes to play, as I mentioned. So you've got various cards in here. You've got some special cards here too, basically like Valentine's Day stuff, which you can mix in. We've got the various cards in here. So I mentioned about having some, I guess, side dishes. You can also have in here tables. So you're going to shuffle these cards and someone's going to be the dealer. Basically, let's say the server, someone is going to see you in the restaurant. If you reveal this card, everybody else is trying to slam down their respective cards. So one showing who you are. So maybe that's off to the side. And one, of course, claiming that you are blue. So someone's going to flip this card over and then everyone's going to whap and try and do this, in which case they get this card. What's going to happen though, you as the dealer are looking to collect food. So you're going to reveal a card and it's going to have that symbol on it. And then you might reveal another card and it'll be different. And you keep on revealing until you want to stop. So in which case you could stop now. And if you're the dealer, you can claim this, but these cards might appear, in which case everyone's claiming these cards. But you as the dealer only want food cards, not table cards. Everybody else is trying to claim table cards. You just simply want to stop when you fancy it and you're getting some of these cards. It does not matter if you do not have a table at the time, you're just wanting some food cards. However, if you reveal a card and it's the same as what you already have, you don't bust, but basically you can only take one of these cards. The rest go into discard pile, which basically the game ends once the deck runs out. So let's say I haven't busted, I just say, I'm going to stop now, and now I've claimed 2 of these cards. And now it's the next person's turn, and now they reveal a card, and now they don't want to claim these cards, remember, because they're the dealer. So instead they're trying to claim these cards, in which case they bust, and in which case they just claim 1 card. This happened to be the person here. They've now got themselves a table, and they've now got food on top of it. Go on to the third player, and they might reveal this card, and then suddenly this card gets revealed, and everyone's going to slam down and try and claim that table. This card, remember, stays there, so this card is then going to have another card placed on it. Again, this hasn't been shuffled up yet. That gets placed down, then suddenly that gets placed down, and everyone's just going to try and claim that card. That card comes off, and then we're back to playing this card, and suddenly they've gone bust again. So they only take 1 card. They can choose whatever they want to take, and of course these cards go away. Again, you're going to play until that deck goes out. So remember, you're going to have a number of table cards. Again, minus points, and -1 point for every table that you have not filled with food. But if you complete the end of the game, let's say this person's got only this card, their score is -1 because there's no food on it. This person scores 1 point, 2 points. If they had this card as well, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Let me double check that. Sorry. That is going to be worth -1. There's nothing on it. This person scores 1 point, 2 points. It's up to you. You can choose to score tables as well. But there are some other cards you can play with, which I won't be talking to you about much. But you have crows and stuff. So various foods, you have bubble tea, you've got that nice looking, I say nice looking green cake. But you also have crows, and there's other things which can interact. So that can basically scare stuff off. You can scare food off someone's plate. It varies how you want to play that. So there are some variants, and that pretty much sums up the game. It's a light game. It's not really up my street. I'll give it a high 6, my average rating being a 6.4 out of over 2,700 views at time of recording. I'd give this like a 6.7. I think it's okay. I like the way they are always engaging, and when it's the dealer, you want food cards, but when you're not the dealer, you want table cards. And there's a nice balance going on there. It always keeps you engaged because as the dealer, you can stop whenever you want, which means you might want to reveal just, I don't know, one, or maybe obviously probably better than one card, 2 of these cards. Hopefully they're not the same. Of course, you have to stop at that point anyway. And therefore, you're stopping people from getting table cards. And that might be how the game can slow down a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. As you can see, scoring, you can also play with, obviously we've thought about that minor bird. So when a card flips over a minor card, the last player to play their Chope card, basically they can lose a card, basically lose a card. So there's food variants as well, like I said, favourite foods you can play with. During the setup, everyone gets one of those special cards. At the end of the game, you get an extra point for each food card, even if it's not on a table that matches up. So basically, you're trying to get a card, match it up, but it's fastest finger first approach with a bit of push luck. Nice game. Like I said, it's quite a clever idea, simple, and I recommend you check this one out. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the game that's been Chope. Back to the table.